All praise due to the Most High family. We back with another Acres anime review. I just finished watching episode 19 of Gachiakuta, and this one was a banger. Yes, it was. So we most of this episode was about the Watchmen series. I think that was the name of the episode, right? And so we talking about Rudo's gloves. We talking about what's his name, Zoldyck or Zodyl, the Raider leader, Zodyl, right? His coat, and then Amo's boots, right? And so what Zodyl explained to us is that the origins of these materials are from one individual who used to wear them all, right? And so this was a very powerful person. I'm assuming he was a giver, right? I'm assuming he had vital instruments. Right? Now, maybe there's something I missed about the Watchmen series. Like, do the individual pieces have different properties to them? Like obviously, because that's what Zodyl was saying to Rudo, is that having one of the pieces makes you more powerful and gives you all this energy to tap into. But what has happened to some of the previous wielders of this series is that they lost their mind. They went insane. And so the fact that Zodyl and Rudo, while conversing about this, come to the realization that Rudo seems to be unaffected by this insanity issue, and he's had them for the longest, like for most of his life, it seems, almost like half his life. Now, obviously, Zodyl is not going crazy either, as far as we can tell. Now, who knows how long he's had his piece, though. Amo kind of was a loony bin, right? But there was some trauma in there too. So was that all attributed to her having the Watchmen series? I don't know. Now, we also came to the realization, while discussing this with Zodyl, Rudo's thinking about when he got the gloves. And he comes to the realization that Regto, R.I.P., gave him the gloves way back in the Gap. But Zodyl is explaining to us that these things were created here on the ground, and things don't go from the ground to the sphere, or they're not supposed to. So these were all ground people that were wielding the Watchmen series somehow, some way, and Regto seemed affected and negatively affected by having to get these gloves. It seemed, just on his face, right? But so he must have gone to the ground, retrieved these gloves, and brought them to Regto. Now, he knew. Here's what I'm thinking about, family. He obviously knew about the Watchmen series before even going down to the ground from the sphere. I think he even had a book on it, like in their residence. But so did he also know where exactly it was? I'm thinking while I was watching the episode, is that obviously this is related to why he was taken out earlier in the series, right? Like they came and just took him out. No explanation, no conversation, no warning, no nothing. And left him there by this masked, person. And we don't know for what reason. So was this the reason? I mean, I feel like it has to be. Now, we all learn as cleaners in this episode, we are inside a massive trash beast. And Zodyl's plan is to power and strengthen this trash beast to be strong enough to survive traveling from the ground to the sphere. And so what he's done thus far to power this trash beast is he's got like 3 or 4 vital instruments that he's sacrificed to the core of this trash beast. Also, family, I'm remembering the Zodyl was trying to create more Watchmen pieces. In doing that, he accidentally created vital instruments for trash beasts to form around. And so we fought one already before, earlier in the series, and we thought, wow, that's weird, what's going on there? And so this is another one, but like times 10 type stuff, right? And so because this item seems to be like a vital instrument he created on accident, but then it formed like a core around it, and now he's making sacrifices to the core. Whereas previously we just seen a vital instrument, no core involved, and a trash beast formed around that. And it was a significantly stronger trash beast, but nothing too crazy for Rio and Engine to handle, right? This is something completely and totally different. Now, it was weird to me that Zodyl said he wanted to figure out what would happen if someone else who was capable of wielding one of these Watchmen series pieces, he was curious as to what would happen if someone like he himself or someone like Rudo were to wield all 3 of them at the same time. So I'm wondering why he sacrificed the boots. Maybe he didn't. Maybe it doesn't work. Maybe they're not completely gone, or he can get them back. But he sacrificed the boots to the core of the trash beast. Okay. And so I think that was all about, we learned, and then the cleaner, the lone little dinosaur suit cleaner popped out and mentioned something. When they learned that this was a giant trash beast that they were in, they're talking about like, they got excited. Let's have a giant kaiju battle. And Bro and Deer popped off. Like they activated their vital instruments, and they done talking to Bundus. So they learned about the same time, as well as Engine and this other cleaner. They all learned about the same time that they're in a trash beast. And so they all, like Engine mentioned, fighting humans is not their specialty. Fighting trash beasts are, right? Shout out Attack on Titan when we was having that internal human struggle on Paradise Island, right? But anyhow, it looks like Deer and Bro made light work of Bundus. I mean, Bundus didn't really put up any resistance yet, but Deer is already halfway busting out the wall, right? Engine's really just dipping out on his opponent. He really not even concerned about him at all. Where's Zonka? Where's Rio? Yeah, gang, are we gonna make it to the sky? Like, I got a lot of questions, to the sphere, I got a lot of questions, and there's only so many episodes left in the season. And there's still plenty of hands to throw. So, all praises due to the Most High, family. Peace and love.